Hey everyone, I thought I would do a quick little story about automotive inspections, things that we find as an automotive inspection company to try and help save you from getting burnt on buying a used car. And there's lots of stories, and I'm going to do a few of these here and there, so I'm going to tell one right now. I think you guys might find it interesting. Did you know that fake airbags are circulating in the market? Let me share an experience from one of our inspections. So our inspector went out to do a pre-purchase inspection on a vehicle, and of course one of the things we do is we hit the horn to make sure the horn works. And when he went to push the horn in, his hand went right through the material of the front of the steering wheel into the cavity of where the airbag would go. It went right through. There's no airbag in there. But we noticed also that there was no airbag light on. Well, doing a little bit of research and digging in there a little bit, we found that it actually has a fake airbag in there. No airbag at all, just a little module that's plugged in, letting the computer system of the vehicle know that there's a good airbag in there and that there are no issues, when in fact there is no airbag. So an airbag, what it usually is the front of the steering wheel, what you can see that material, and you push down to honk the horn. You're pushing on the airbag is what you're pushing on when you do that. The airbag's inside there. So this piece of fake airbag system was the whole front of the steering wheel. You bolt it down, and of course this was a lot cheaper to buy than it was to buy an airbag. And what had happened was, and we have seen these fake airbags hundreds of times since this time that I'm talking about. What we found was a lot of these cars that have these fake airbags are cars that had been in very bad accidents, and they typically have a salvage title. And the shady repair shop that wanted to fix the car back up and put it back on the market for sale didn't want to spend the money to do it right. So instead of putting an actual airbag in, they put a fake one in, but you don't know it. It looks real, except for in this case, the material they used was so cheap. It was like cardboard, and you could put your finger right through it. Now, we have seen these many, many times. Like I said, hundreds of times since we saw that first one. But oh my God, the first time we saw it, I couldn't believe what we had found. I didn't know this was a thing at that time. Now, this is a lot of years ago, and it's a big thing now in the industry. But that fake airbag, can you imagine putting your child in this used car? Maybe it's their first car, and you're thinking you bought them a safe car, only to find out after there's been an accident and maybe your child was hurt that this place ripped you off and put a fake airbag. So there was no airbag to protect your child. And that's a lot of the inspections we do. We look at a lot of cars for lots of different people at Lemon Squad when I was still with them. But one of the things is that people buying used cars for their children. It's their first car, and they want to make sure they're getting their car that's safe and it's going to be a good first car for their child. And can you imagine getting one that wouldn't save them in an accident, that there is no airbag? Obviously, that's a bad lawsuit, but maybe the lawsuit doesn't matter in some cases when the harm has been so bad that I just can't believe it that people would do that. But we see it. We saw it a lot at Lemon Squad. And man, unless you know what you're looking for, that's a tough one to find, because you hook up your computer and there's no errors. It says there's a good airbag. So you got to know what to look for. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't fit just like it should. It isn't the right material, even though it kind of is the right color. Boy, they're sneaky, and they're getting better all the time with some of this stuff. But anyway, that is one. Fake airbags. We look for those when we're doing our used car inspections. Tricky stuff to find, but so important. Anyway, have a great day, guys. We'll talk to you in the next story time with Antone. Take care.